Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. It is said in Dharma Shastra, he who takes at least twice clean bath with the water, he attains not only the purification of the body, but also the purification of the mind. There are no tablets for bath. One of the biggest problems that we all go through is laziness. See, friends, many the so-called educated, illiterate people, there the children are taught right from childhood, take bath before going to sleep so you will get good sleep. But when they get up in the morning, you don't have to lead a good life. See? So as physical cleanliness is essential, so also the mental cleanliness is essential. Now what is the mental cleanliness? Clean is what? Other than that, there should be nothing in that, like rice. If in the rice something else comes, then we say it is dirty. Similarly, in the mind, other than the mind, if anything is there, then the mind is dirty, impure. So what are the contents of the mind? There are two types of contents of the mind. One are created instantaneously when we come in contact with the world through our sense organs. Like I am looking at you, so you have entered in my mind the impurity. How true it is. Why impurity? When I look at each one of you, some kind of thoughts keep on coming. Good, bad, important, unimportant, evaluation, suggestions, comments. And the second type of impurity in our mind is inherited. Inherited impurity is the personal likes and dislikes. And if we look into our life, we will see that our whole life has been lived only under the influence of these personal likes and dislikes. And these two things, both likes and dislikes, have no logic, no reason. For example, I don't like eggplant. Why you don't like eggplant? I don't like, that's it. You know why. And if you ask a Punjabi, the delicacy in the Punjabi house is following. This is how I play my life. Swamiji, you are coming to our house. What should we, what do you like? I said, that I don't know. But I can tell you what I don't like. And then I give him the list. First, Bengan ka bharta, don't make it. Then, this chole bhature, I don't like it. Then, tomato, gobi, then pyaj, lasan, rajmata. And then that lady is frustrated. फिर क्या बनाऊं? See? So our likes and dislikes have no meaning, no value. And our whole life is guided by only these things, likes and dislikes. So if we want to purify our mind, what we have to do now? This is the data given to you. The first impurity, world enters in our mind through the gateways called as sense organs. So what has to be done? Can you destroy the world? No. Can you destroy your sense organs? No. Then don't take anything inside, means have no comments on anything in this world. See, yesterday probably I told you, Bhagavan Krishna told Uddhavji this principle. Live in this world in such a manner that don't comment on anything. By commenting, the world enters our mind. But when you talk to us, you comment. I said, you don't take it seriously. When I say I love you, don't mean it. This I learned again from one of you. I was somewhere probably in Coimbatore, and when I was going, that lady started crying and said, Swamiji, you are telling me all the time, Amma, Mama, 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 and you are going and leaving me. So her husband was wise for a change, and he said, the one who has left his own mother, do you think he's going to hold on to other adopted mothers? Oh, that means Swamiji is bluffing. I said 100%. Bhagavan Krishna says the same thing. I am his follower. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosti na priya. You know, these techniques are very simple. What happens thereafter? You live in this world sufficiently involved, but when you leave this world, you are totally empty. But then how to keep ourselves in your mind? Please tell. I said, I will tell you, but it is risky for me. No, please tell. I said, okay. Wherever there is higher the nuisance value, more is the remembrance. Just imagine, right from childhood, you have got good and bad experiences. Out of that, which experiences you remember very intensely? Bad experiences. In short, interact in the world in such a manner that the mind is kept empty all the time. This is what is the real spiritual practice. Dehantare tvag vibhagam vitti bhutam vichintayet na kinchid antare tasya dhyayan dheya bhag bhavet. This is the 25th dharana. Dehantare tvag vibhagam vitti bhutam vichintayet. If there is a problem in the stomach, problem of the stomach is hunger. The solution for that problem is food. So where is the food? Food is in the plate. So food is in the plate, problem is in the plate. If it remains separate, will the problem be removed? No. Exactly. Where are the problems of our life? They are in the mind. And what are the problems? Only this bhavana. I am good, but nobody likes me. Why this is so? This is what you think you are good. The only bhavana. See? So if this bhavana is in the mind, we have to create a contrary bhavana, opposite. This is what it is. Dehantare tvagvibhagam vitti bhutam vichinte na kinchit antare tasya. Now start doing this bhavana. Below the skin there is nothing. instantaneously by this bhavana, the mind dissolves. Experiences happen, but experiencer is not more. We should not have that notion. In Panchadashi, this topic comes. Realization doesn't mean it is cold, but you don't feel cold. Why? Realized. No, it is unhealthy condition of the skin. See? There are objects around the world, but you don't see. Then you are blind. See, friends, things are available plentifully. They are available for indulgence. They are plentifully available for indulgence freely. We have the capacity to indulge. We have freedom to indulge. And yet, nothing attracts our mind. See, friends. So, perception is happening perfectly. But thereafter, the projections by the mind is arrested. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi calls this Pranabandhanat liyate manaha ekachintanat nashametyadaha. We have to kill our mind. The mind is killed by two techniques. One is liquid spirituality, second is solid spirituality. Oh, we are in Goa, I still remember. Many years before, I was invited here for one Rotary Club conference. Our Guptaji was in charge that time, so he said, you have to come, Swami, for 3 days. I said, 3 days, forget. 3 days with Rotary, you will get me totally polarized. I said, no. So I came only for the last day, last function. So the talk was at 11 o'clock. So I landed in the morning flight and came straight away from the airport to the venue. And within 15-20 minutes after tea, coffee, our program started. I spoke something and thereafter question answers. One person got up. Swamiji, we had a lot of spirituality last night. You are again talking on spirituality. So the organizers went and quit. I said, don't do that. It is between me and him. You have no business. What is the difference? So I said, I appreciate the question because you have heard that I was talking spirituality. You must find out something good in everything, isn't it? Then I told him, your liquid spirituality leaves you with a hang-up. And ours is a solid spirituality which keeps you stand up, not a hang-up. See, friends. Therefore, when we are thus again and again practicing this, slowly the mind is trained that let the world be around, but we do not react. Let the things be there, but we have full control. Otherwise, when we start taking food, as if this is the last supper, dabav, dabav. No. So, na kinchit antaretasya dhyayan dheya bhag bhavet. And when you are thus again and again practicing it, don't do it for long hours. Do it many times in a day, each time very short. 5 minutes. cannot happen overnight. It will take its own time. Next dharana. Hrudyakashe nilinaksha padma samputa madhyaga ananya cheta subhage param saubhagyam apnuyat. Hrudyakashe, in the heart space. See? Then Padma Samputa Madhyaga. Samputa means the bowels. So there are two katoris. The spiritual heart has got two katoris. They are one above other. So one is the known, second is the knowledge, and third is the knower in between. Prameya, Pramana, and Pramata. So what is the center of the knowledge? The center of the knowledge is Pramata, the knower. So here it is said, Vrudyakashe Nilinaksha Padma Samputa Madhyaga Ananya Cheta Subhage. Oh Bhagyavan, Ananya Cheta, come back to the center of your being. If we are struggling, we are going the wrong way. When we are now here 100%, there will be zero struggle. The moment we recognize this principle, whenever we are struggling, we are not here, we are not now, and we are not nobody. So we have become somebody thinking of something, somewhere, or sometimes. Ananya Cheta means, Anya means other, Ananya means not other. So when the mind does not go away from its own source, now to understand this principle, do a small experiment. Very simple. You just see the exact experience of this. Now you all can see the green backdrop behind me. Now look at that backdrop and note your own experience. Now your experience is you are away from yourself. Now drop that idea. Now look at this camera. Now the second experiment. Now, your experience is you have come little nearer to yourself as compared to the green backdrop. Now the third experiment. Now look at your own eyes. So, seeing is happening, but nothing is seen. At this moment, our mind is like a mirror. things are reflected, but no interaction with the reflection. Ananya Cheta. And be very attentive. When we are able to cognize this subtle principle, then we will come to discover by God's grace, vision itself becomes colors and forms. But vision doesn't have any color or any form. And once this is clearly understood, then what will be the conclusion? Conclusion will be the effects cannot influence the cause. Waves cannot influence the ocean. Ocean cannot influence the water. This understanding is the foundation of spiritual life. All the gross things, it's okay, continue doing. Ganti bajao, do all that. Good time pass. Vrudyakashe vinilakshya padmapunamadega ananya cheta subhage param saubhagyam apnuya. He is blessed one. Because his mind is not running in the world, although he is functioning in this world. We don't have to remain dumb. Lead a normal life. And leading a normal life is normal for us. See, like all the colors and forms are seen by the eyes. Eyes have no color, no form. It is normal. We have not done anything. Mind entertains all kinds of thoughts, good and bad. But mind is having no good or no bad. The consciousness illuminates all the experiences, Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Samadhi. But it is the same. This experience remains uncontaminated, although one is involved in this world. So the talking goes on, but the maunam is not broken. Running is going on, but the asana is steady. Like the waves are born, but nothing is added to the ocean. When the waves die, there is no loss to the ocean. When there are 10 people, there is no lightness for the vision. When there are 1,000 people, there is no burden to the vision. Recognition of this is called as the blessing of the Lord. So, bhagyam apnuyat. Sarvataha स्वशरीरस्य द्वादशान्ते मनोलयात् दृढबुद्धेः दृढीभूतं तत्त्वलक्ष्यं प्रवर्तते. Now this particular thing I am telling you, one day somewhere I was sitting, that time it clicked, which I am telling you. The Dvadashanta is 12 fingers distance from the nose. This point. Now keeping that distance, if you draw a line along with your body all around, it will look like a capsule. Now, Sarvataha Swasharirasya Dvadashante Manolayat. See? So, first shape of the body, now go slowly away. Slowly and steadily, the shape will start becoming hazy, disappearing. And as you go away and away from your body, the shape, the size, everything disappears. When you see a picture from 3 inches distance, you cannot appreciate the beauty of the picture. Or when you are looking at the picture from 5 miles, then also you cannot appreciate. To appreciate the beauty of the picture, you must be at an optimum distance. Don't go too close to the world and don't run away from the world. Keep an optimum distance. This is the technique. Sarvataha Swasharirasya Dvadashante Manolayat. The mind will disappear. Mind cannot exist without the contents. And the first content the mind has is the body identification. Mind minus body, mind dissolves. But mind dissolves where? Doesn't disappear. Mind dissolves from individuality to totality. So the whole spiritual practice is, if you use the Sanskrit words, it becomes more effective in understanding. Whole practice is discard the Vyakti and merge in the Abhivyakti. Discard the individuality and merge in the totality. Wave is an individuality, ocean is the totality. Red, green, yellow color are individuality. Vision is the totality. Each individual sense organ is the individuality. Mind is the totality. Individual mind is individuality. Life is a totality. Life is individuality. Life and inertness, Jada Chetan, is totality. The journey from the individuality to the totality, consciously being practiced, is meditation, is dharana. And this has to be practiced 24/7. Like when we are here all together. So are we maintaining our individuality or we are merging in the totality? If we will maintain our individuality, then we will expect a special status, special treatment. And then the samsara will begin. See, we become the ice cubes. Be the water. Spirituality is not becoming special. Discard all the speciality. This journey is not only when we are sitting in our room, Our spirituality is a 5-star spirituality. AC, UC, DC, IC, and ultimately a big account in the ICICI Bank. These are the cartoons of spirituality. दिल बहलाने के लिए गालिब ख्याल अच्छा है. See, continuing further, the 28th dharana. यथा तथा यत्र तत्र द्वादशान्ते मनक्षिपेत् प्रतिक्षणं क्षीणवृत्तेः वैलक्षण्यं दिनिर्भवेत्. यथा तथा यत्र तत्र, whenever and wherever you are, just for few moments, dvadashante manakshipet. Inner dvadashanta is the spiritual heart, or the sahasrar, the inner dvadashanta. Yatha tata yatra tatra. Wherever you are, sitting quiet, instead of that, bring the mind back to the self. Then so many things become unfolded, because we are the source of all knowledge in the world. Knowledge doesn't come from outside. From outside, information comes. Information is not knowledge. You can forget the information. You can misunderstand the information. You can misuse the information. Knowledge is not that. See? So when you are thus sitting quiet, your mind has been brought in the center, and then one day by God's grace, some new thing clicks. And what is that? One day it clicked, which I'll tell you now. The center is 1, the radius is 1 inch, and we draw a circle. The same center, the second radius is 2 inches. We draw a second circle. The same center, the radius is 3 inches. We draw the third circle. Addition of a circle to the center, is it a burden to the center? But can the circles exist without the center? So center is independent of the circumference. Now don't stop here. Then continue the experiment. The same center, and now the radius is infinite. What will be the result? A center with the radius of infinite has a circle which doesn't have the circumference. That is God realization. Include everything and exclude nothing. In Kaivalya Upanishad, this mantra comes. Mayi eva sakalam jatam, mayi sarvam pratishtitam, mayi sarvam layam yati, tad brahmad dvayamasmiham. Brahma means Bruhatvat Brahma, that which is bigger than the biggest. That center we are. When you are living with that center, what happens? Wherever you go, you are at home. See? But our circumference is 1 inch. Kupamanduka. You don't want to go out of it. At the most, Swamiji, will you please advise, we want to add one more room to our BHK. What for? Only you are 2 of you. Why you want additional room? No, that was my dream, we never had a big house. And that is true, but now you are only two. Your kids have already flown away. What will you do? No, I will clean the house whole life. Once it goes in your head, nobody can stop you. You have to do that. See? How many times you are going to change the houses and the same thing again and again? There's something more in life. There is one girl in US. When she was wanting to construct the house, I said, "Hey, why are you wasting your time?" Swami, don't say that. I said, "Okay, don't say." That was the dream of my life. I want a huge house. In Bombay, we are living in a small house, 2 BHK. When I sneeze, it is going on the Facebook. Therefore, that was the dream of mine. I had a big house. Then they constructed a big house on 1 acre land. Rooms are not rooms, they are halls. A bed hall. No room. You have to walk from here to there. Kahan bathroom ja raha hu? You imagine. Why you require so huge ones? I want it. Now whole day and night go. There in USA you don't get servants. Whole night and jhadu laga. And then you have such a big house, you have to show to the people. Then you find out some excuse. And then and whole day and night. So many people are coming, I have to cook this and that, and then clean. Why jhanjat, yaar? Relax. See? Therefore, again and again recognize you are the center. Whether you have got big house or small house, it makes no difference. Like I go to so many people, they say, "Swamiji, how do you like my house?" I said, "I like you, man. How does it matter what type of house is there? I am not an architect or interior fellow to go and say, Acha, no. I am looking at you." See? Thus, dissolve the individuality and merge in the totality. Kalagnina kalapadat uttitena swakam puram plushtam vichintayedante shanta bhasaitada bhavet. This dharana is very peculiar. Kalapada. Kalagnina kalapadat uttitena swakam puram. Kalapada means the toe of the right leg or right foot, big toe. From there, the Kalagni, the fire which consumes everything, you sit down and do that bhavana. From the Kalapada, the fire has started, and slowly the whole body is reduced to ashes. And you are still there. The mind has nothing to go beyond this, stops. Therefore, as prasad, the holy ash is given. Everything is reduced to ash. All differences disappear. This undifferentiated, homogeneous experience is abiding in the truth. Kalagnina kalapadat uttitena swakam puram prushtam vichintayet is all burnt away, consumed. Then shanta bhasahi tada bhavet. Then one attains shanta bhasa, only cool, quiet, calm light. Because all the problems are only body oriented. And the problems are given to us with the reference to body only for one purpose. So that we discover dispassion for the body. But what happens when there is a problem in the body? We are constantly talking only about that. In Panchadashi it is said, if you have got some pain in your body, some health problem, you must congratulate yourself because you are still alive. See? A dead person doesn't kamar mein dard ho raha hai. No. See friends, focus attention on something different. And who doesn't have body problem? Everybody has. Body is meant to be unhealthy. And ill health is a sign of God's grace. Then you slowly discover dispassion toward the body. Like one of the stories of, not story, event which happened many years before. There was a great saint, name was Vinoba Bhave from that Sevagram ashram. And he was not well, whatever it was, very old man. And he was looked by the doctors. So he told the doctor, "Doctor, I give you 3 options. Do whatever you like to do with the body. After 3 options, if the body doesn't cooperate with you, then it is not worth living with. And after 3 treatments, he didn't respond. It is not worth living." He didn't commit suicide. He said, "Now, over, bye-bye body." And he stopped taking food and water for 7 days. And till the last moment, he was absolutely normal. One girl, he told, "Oh, so you are going to get a son. Very good. Name him Vijay." Okay? When that girl came to know that he is going to leave the body like this, she came to meet him and he was lying on his bed. Again he asked, "Don't forget the name I gave to your son. He should be named as Vijay." That freedom. But for average people like us, when the doctor says, "No, it's not possible, he doesn't know anything, take me to some other doctor." See, therefore, we have to get out of too much of pampering of the body. Give what is necessary, but body is not everything in life. एवमेव जगत् सर्वं दग्धं ध्यात्वा विकल्पतः अनन्यचेतसा पुंसा पुंभाव परमो भवेत्. Evamev, in the same manner, Jagat Sarvam Dagdham, the whole world is burned into ashes. That means, other than you, there is nothing in this world. Now, when this is said, the whole world is reduced, or other than you, there is nothing in this world, again the question will come, other than you means who? And Jagat world means what? One sweet little girl, she asked me one day a question. "Swamiji, when the world is created, where from the world begins and where the world ends?" Such a cute little child. So I asked him, "Hey, who asked you to ask me this question?" "Mummy." Simple. Then I told her, "Mummy, said, Mama, why don't you ask Swamiji, I am afraid of you. I said, I am a vegetarian. I don't eat human. Then I told, when did you wake up this morning? Swamiji, normally, I said, don't justify, simply reply simple question. No, but normally I get up at 6 o'clock, but today I will not tell you the lies, I got up at 9 o'clock. So, the world is created at 9 o'clock. Now, where from the world begins? World begins from your body onwards. Bhagavad Gita talks about this. Urdhvamulamadasyakam ashvattam prahuravayam chandamsi yasya parnani yastam veda savedavid adashturdham prasruta tasya shaka guna pravruddha vishaya pramana adasya mulanyanusantatani karmanubandhini manushaloke na rupamasyeha tathopadabhyate nanto na chadir nata sampradishtha. This world is urdhva moolam adhashakam. The roots are above and the branches are below. But we have never seen such a tree which has got a shirshasana, roots above. Man, that tree is none other than the human body. Urdhva moolam, upar se khate. Adhashakam, start growing below. Then prasruta tasya shaka, guna pravruddha, doing good karma, bad karma, vishaya pravala, constantly running after the worldly objects. Then na rupamasyeha tathopalabhyate. Iha means when you are in deep sleep, that time you are a man or a woman, young or old, beautiful or awful, educated or illiterate. Na rupamasyeha tathopalabhyate. But you are still there. Then what to do with such a world? Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. Only one way. Detach yourself from the body. And the best part is, attachment is an illusion. You don't have to detach. Only come to know you are not attached. Where our childhood body has gone, we can't hold it. We don't want to hold it. You ask any child, hey, do you like to be a child? No, I want to become a big man. You are the old man. No, I want to be a child. Therefore, born again. See? So we have discarded childhood body, teenage body, middle-aged body. Nothing happened to us. And we discarded it cheerfully, happily. Not only that, when we go to sleep, what we do? We give up identification with the body. Therefore, attachment is an illusion. And when the illusion is taken as real, samsara begins. Then how to deal with the illusions? Know the illusions as illusions and enjoy life. Like in Singapore, one person asked me this question. Swamiji, you are running around the world giving talks and all that, and still the people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? I said, I am not a fool to feel bad. Because I know who is listening. I am talking. But listening is who? And I don't want them to change. More miserable you are, my market is strong. See, friends. Therefore, when you look at the illusion, this is a very basic foundation of your wisdom, I tell you. Try this. When you look at the illusion as an illusion, first of all, you never suffer. And second thing, you never desire. When you look at the world as narupamasya tathopalabhyate, then you will not lead a life of sarvam dukkham. One person, he was following Buddhist way of, Ganti Bajao and all that. So he asked me, Swamiji, you always tell be happy, but Lord Buddha told the world is all miseries. What we should take? I said, these are the choices given to you. You decide. Now I want to know what it is. I said, look here. This glass is half filled with the milk. He said, yes. Now how do you look at it? Look at it, the empty part, and suffer. Look at the filled part, drink and break the glass. This world is not dukkham, it is not misery. It's all happiness. Ananda deva kalvimani bhutani jayante. Bhagavan has not created this world out of frustration. Yaar, but bana duniya. No. See, Ananda deva kalvimani bhutani jayante. Never justify you are miserable. Imagine your father is so rich and he is going somewhere on some bus stop or station. He looks at you from a distance. He is in a very posh car and you are there collecting the thrown cigarette butts and begging. What will he feel? In the same manner, Amritasya Putra, we are the descendants of the divine. Don't lead a disgusted life of frustrated papoham papa karma. Lagao ek. Papoham papa karma. See, friend, that is spirituality. But otherwise, everything is misery. Never get into that wrong notion. So, evam eva jagat sarvam dagdham vikalpataha. The whole world is burnt means what? Burnt in the fire of wisdom, in the fire of knowledge. But when this is not understood, we open a NGO and start serving the world. And then we become very emotional, commotional. And then we get a Nobel Prize. And we feel all rubbish. See, friends, Kshurasya dhara nishita durittaya durgam pathastat kavayo vadanti. It is like walking on the razor's edge. You can't have, no, I'm sorry. No sorry, no mistake. Get out of this too much involvement in the world. With this wisdom, when you start living, you belong to everywhere and yet you are nowhere. You are always there, yet you are never there. You are with everybody and yet you are alone. Our condition is, we are with everybody but we are lonely. What happened to you? Kya bacha hai hone ka? Did somebody talk bad to you? Who talks to me normal? Is your health okay? Jinda hai. Maru kya? Useless. All those who are pretending to be miserable, they are very strong ego. They are seeking attention. If you normally walk away, nobody will bother you. But while walking, suddenly, क्या हो गया? अरे पहले ही पूछते तो क्यों कर रहा? those people who are miserable, very strong ego. Less miserable, less ego. God has no ego, therefore Paramananda. See, friends. And then, not only that, then we justify being miserable. आपको क्या होता है? What is for you? Say, be happy, get married and show, be happy. I agree with you, if somebody gets married with you, cannot be happy. Our Ramdas Swami says, simple words, Jagi sarva sukhi asa koda hai. Find out who is in this world who doesn't have miseries. Everybody has. When Rama suffered because of wife, you are Jagjivan Ram. Don't expect wife is a source of happiness. It is a worries invited forever. And because of that, man becomes husband, coming together. A perfect couple. The more you take life lightly, this world, you will be here, but you will never be miserable. One simple thing I tell you, try. If I tell you a joke, for example, there were, in one school, the teacher told, write a story, quick story, not long, it must end happily. So one child finished and sitting, hey, what about you? I finished the story. You told write quickly and short and happy ending. I did it. Others were still thinking what to do. Okay, stop everybody. He has finished. Read. He started reading. There was a man and a woman. First line. They were standing back to back. Second line. Third line. They started walking. Fourth line. Thereafter they lived happily. How beautiful the story is. Now, if I repeat the same story 10 times, will you laugh? But the same misery. We again and again become miserable. Is this wisdom? When the same happiness event doesn't make you more and more happy, why the same miserable event should make you more and more miserable? And we consider ourselves to be wise. In Dadar, I went for some marriage. And my purpose of going marriage is taking food. There is no other purpose. So those poor fellows were standing there and the camera and people standing in a queue. Standard format in Bombay, marriage format. And then when I am a Swami, I can break the queue and go. And then the camera is in, that is the only time they laugh. Whole life they cry only. One father told his son, Beta, congratulations on the happiest day of your life. Dad, you forget so many things. You know my marriage is tomorrow, not today. He said, that is why I am telling you. Today is the last happy day of your life. So I took my meals and I was sitting somewhere. One old lady came. Swamiji, what are you doing? I said, eating food. Have you seen that? I said, yes, yes. And then she started crying. When somebody cries, I don't ask questions. Because they got a freedom to cry. Do you know, when I am looking what is happening to me, I said, I don't know, I don't want to know. Why should I know about you? I am feeling so miserable. I said, maybe you are remembering your marriage and he must have died because of you. My daughter, had she not died, she would have been married like this. I said, oh, when she died yesterday, day before yesterday? No, when she was 6 months. And that lady was 80 years old. That means for last 70 years or 60 years, she was carrying the burden of that misery and doesn't want to give up. Spiritual life is, don't dig your past. And from the past, good things we don't remember, only bad things we remember. Like the children, when their first tooth falls, their tongue goes where the tooth is not. Where the teeth are, the tongue doesn't go. And then the mother has to tell, hey, don't take your tongue in that hole. Your tooth will come like a pig's tooth. Put it down. Meaning, what we don't have, that we talk. But what He has given, that we don't talk. Ungrateful. One child was thus ungrateful and the mother became angry. She said, you ungrateful, so many things I am doing for you and you are talking like this. If you talk one word more, I'll break your 64 teeth. So the husband was there. 64? She said, I know you are going to talk. How beautiful. This is realization. At this moment, you are neither a man nor a woman. Are you just experience this? Neither in India nor in America. You are just happy. This is meditation. Not suffering silently. In one place I went in Portugal. And that Swamiji there he took us around to some garden, very hot, killing heat. And there he said, now we'll sit here for meditation. I said, my God, meditation here. So all poor fellows sat. I didn't sit. I went near a bush. There was not a big tree also. One stone, I was sitting halfway and watching. He said, now I'll ring the bell, start meditation. Again I ring, stop meditation. She took out the bell, which we ring for God. Tan, 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 meditation, start. Now what will be meditation? When the second bell is going. All cartoons. And because I was enjoying everything, I was looking at it. All these people looking at and some of them were having the Shambhavi Mudra. Shambhavi Mudra means what? Half open eyes. Half means what? Out of two, one. Meditation. And there they have got various levels. First level meditation. You pay so much, then you come to the second. Second level, you pay a little more. Third, you will get this much share. Dukandari. See friends, under the disguise of this meditation, maximum crime is created. So, evam swadehi evameva jagat sarvam dagdam dadva vikalpataham ananya chetasaha pumsa pumbhava paramo bhavet. Thus, when you look at the world, as you look at the burnt away things, you don't take them seriously, then ultimately pumbhavaha paramo bhavet. You attain the ultimate, and ultimate pumbhava is absolute bliss. causeless happiness is our essential nature. And that causeless happiness is covered by all the wrong notions. Discard the notions. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshma tarani cha tattvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vidyate para. Now, this dharana is very simple and very subtle. Swadehe jagato vapi sukshma sukshma tarani cha tattvani yani nilayam. World is multiplicity. The same example is easy to understand. Many colors and forms. Is called as Rupa. Rupa is the tanmatra of the element fire. So from the Rupa tanmatra, the fire element is born. Now all the tanmatras of the Pancha Mahabhutas, they are born from the Ahankar. Ahankar is coming out of the Buddhi. Buddhi is coming out of the Prakriti or the Chetana. Chetana is expression of the Shakti in the body. And Shakti belongs to Paramatma. So, Nilayam, start dissolving one by one, one by one, one by one. This can be done two ways. Number one, let us give ourselves a minimum choice in any objective field. Colors, forms, minimum choice. Then from many colors we come to the Rupa Tanmatra. Give minimum choice to the tastes. Then we leave all the multiplicity of the tastes and we come to the Rasa Tanmatra. See, water is the Rasa Tanmatra. Water doesn't have any taste. You add sugar, it becomes sweet. You add salt, it becomes salty. See, friends. So, thus we practice, give minimum choice and come to the Tanmatra. Then from Tanmatra, come to the Ahankar Tattva. What is Ahankar Tattva? Ahankar is that because of which the Pancha Mahabhutas are remaining integrated and the body doesn't get disintegrated. That principle is called as Ahankar. Then this Ahankar is coming from where? From the Prakriti or the Chetana. Then the Chetana is expression of the Paramatma Shakti at the individual level. And that Paramatma Shakti is dependent on Paramatma. So start from there. Give minimum choice to yourself, come to the sense organs. Give minimum importance to the sense organs, come to the Ahankar. Give minimum importance to the Ahankar, come to the Chetana. Life. From the life, come to the force behind the life. And thereafter, leave it to the Lord. This is called a Laya Prakriya. In Kathopanishad, mantra comes. Indriyani parayartha arthebhyascha param manaha manasastu para buddhi buddhiratma mahan paraha mahataha param avyaktam avyaktat purusha paraha purushanna param kinchit sa kashta sa paragati. Sense organs are gross, tanmatras are subtle. Tanmatras are gross, the buddhi is subtle, individual buddhi. Individual buddhi is gross, total buddhi, Mahatattva is subtle. Mahatattva is gross, the Prakriti, Avyakta is subtle. Avyakta is gross, the Purusha is subtle. And beyond the Purusha, there is nothing. So this is the GPS. So where are we? We are in the objective world. Start from there and slowly, step by step, reach the Purusha that you are. This is the technique. Swadehe jagato vapi. Within yourself or in the world. Tattvane yani nilayam. Dhyatva ante vyajyate para. And thus we slowly are able to conquer our sense organs, conquer our mind, and when we conquer our mind, all the siddhis start surfacing in our life. You tell something to somebody, it happens. Because all of us have this potentiality. But this potentiality is not encashed by us because our potentiality is shattered. Like a pipe taking the water on the top of the building is having many holes. Then whatever pressure you put, water is leaked on the way. Exactly. The infinite potentiality that we are, it is leaking through the sense organs, the organs of action, and therefore the infinite potentiality is not invoked by us. But when this process is followed, then all the siddhis start manifesting in one's life. This is called as the Atma Khyati or the Atma Jnanam. See, Atma Vyapti, Atma Khyati, etc. Then there is another way of looking at it that we'll take in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om